In this question from the set theory, in a town, there are 10,000 families. Out of these, it was found that 40% of the families in the town like product A, 20% of the families like product B, 10% like product C, 5% like A and B, and 3% like product B and C. There are 4% who like A and C, and 2% which like who families like all the three product. Now we have to answer these three parts. That is number of families who like product A, B, A only, B only, and C only. So for that, let's say I'm using Venn diagram. This is the total town here comprising the total family, which is 10,000. Now I'll use Venn diagram as I said. Let's say this be the families that like product A. Let's say this be product B, and this be the product C. Now I'll start reading from below because it's easier to do. There are 2% which like all three products. So all three products, that is the common reason. It is easier to figure out which is that common reasons. So it has to be this one. So here we have how many people, the number of people. I'm taking instead of percentage, as of now, I'm taking 2 only, considering there are 100 people. So it's 2%, or you may take it as 2. Now, if I read below, it's A. I haven't written A, B, C. Let me write on this is A, this is B, and this is C. Now, if I read it below, it's 4% like A and C. So 4% A and C. A and C is this reason, where 2 is already taken. So this whole reason is 4. So we have already included 2. So we'll be writing 2 on this reason. So together it is 4. Now, if I read below, it's B and C. There are 3%. So B and C is this reason is B and C, out of which this is already 2 occupied. So there will be 1 only. Then I read below, it's 5% like A and C. A and C is this reason, out of which 2% is occupied. So 3% is this reason. Now, 10% of the family likes C. So family likes C is this whole thing is 10%, out of which I can see that this is 5% occupied. So this is 5%. Now, if I read further below, it's 20% like product B. So 20% is this whole B, out of which we can see that this is 5 plus 1, 6 is included. So remaining part is 14. And 40% like the product A. So the A is this whole circle, out of which I can see that there are 7. So 40 minus 7, that is 33%. Now we have to find out the people who like product A only. So product A will be what? Product A will be this portion, right? Which is 33 here. And that is, we can say 33%, right? 33%. So 33% of what? The total, and total is 10,000. So we'll give you how much. This get cancelled, we get 3,300. Likewise, we can find for B as well. So only B is what? Only B is this 14%, which is 14 over 100 into 10,000. So that comes out to be 1,400. And the one which likes none of these. So none will be calculated as how? We can see that if I add these all values here, this comes out to be how much percent? So we have to add this. So we have 33 plus 5 plus 14 plus 5 and plus 3 comes out to be 60. So including all of this is 60. So the remaining will be these only. So that is, this is 60, 100 minus 60, that is 40% of the people which like none of these product. And the none of these product, by that I mean to say the reason here, which is not included in any of them, that means this one. This reason includes none of them, which is 40%. And what is 40% here? 40% of 10,000. So it has to be 4,000, right? Yeah, that's 4,000. So answers for this part will be 4,000.